Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best 4K TVs under $500.
Starting at number 5.
Hisense 65-inch. If you want a bigger TV while sticking to your budget, the step-down Hisense U6K, or Hisense U6/U6K, is the best TV under $500 in a 65-inch size, as you can still find that model for around $500. It doesn't get as bright as the Hisense U7K, but it still delivers surprisingly decent performance for the price. It looks amazing in a dark room thanks to its excellent contrast ratio, and it has a full-array local dimming feature to improve the picture quality in dark scenes, although there's blooming around bright objects. If you want to use it in a bright room, it has good peak brightness in SDR with decent reflection handling, so glare isn't an issue even if you have some lights around. Like the more expensive Hisense, it supports HDR10+ and Dolby Vision HDR, although it doesn't support advanced DTS audio formats, and it doesn't get bright enough in HDR for highlights to really stand out. Unfortunately, its image processing is significantly worse than on the higher-tier model, so there's visible digital noise when watching low bitrate content from streaming platforms. Nevertheless, it runs the same great Google TV Smart interface, which is fast and smooth even on this cheaper model. It's a great TV for gaming, as it has superb low input lag and VRR support for a responsive, nearly tear-free gaming experience. However, it's limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate, meaning you can't take full advantage of current-gen gaming consoles, but it's hard to find low-cost TVs with a 120 Hz refresh rate, so you'll have to spend more for the U7K if that matters to you. The 2024 Hisense U6N is now available to buy. It's supposed to have an improved local dimming feature and an increase in brightness, but it's also more expensive than $500 at launch, so the U6K is still the best 65-inch TV under $500.
Coming at number 4.
Hisense 65-inch. The best TV under $500 we've tested is the Hisense 55 U7K, or Hisense U7K, although its 55-inch size sits just a tad above that amount when not on sale. It's easily the best TV at that price point, with an amazing selection of extra features. Watching movies or shows at night in a dark room is fantastic due to its excellent contrast ratio and local dimming feature, so blacks are deep and stay that way when highlights are on screen. The TV also gets very bright, allowing it to showcase its very wide color gamut, creating a vibrant HDR viewing experience. Dolby Vision and HDR10+ are both supported, as well as advanced DTS audio formats, so you can take full advantage of whatever content you're watching. Its reflection handling is fantastic, so it handles bright glare with ease. Unfortunately, the TV has a narrow viewing angle, so the image is degraded when viewed from the sides, but this is true of every TV on this list. It runs the Google TV Smart interface, which has a great selection of streaming channels, including many free streaming services. There's minimal blur and fast action due to its fast response time, so it's a fantastic TV for gamers. It supports every VRR technology for a nearly tear-free gaming experience, and it has two HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports, each capable of up to 4K at 144 Hz, so it can take full advantage of a recent PC graphics card or gaming console. The TV is also a fantastic option for a home theater setup, as its image processing is very good overall, so content looks good no matter its source. Ultimately, the Hisense U7K is one of the best bang-for-the-buck TVs on the market.
At number 3.
Hisense U6K. Both the Roku and TCL are great for their sticker prices, but if you want the absolute cheapest TV that doesn't deserve a spot in an e-cycling bin, I wholeheartedly recommend the Hisense U6K. It's the only model among the best TVs under $500 that I return to watch day after day, and it's been well worth every penny. The reason it's so great is that it uses a mini LED panel that gives it great contrast and strong black levels. It doesn't get incredibly bright, but because I use it in my bedroom at night, I don't have any reason for it to get as bright as my downstairs living room TV that's constantly fighting against ambient lighting. Not only is its contrast surprisingly well-rounded for the price, its color saturation is also off the charts. Gamers will appreciate the VRR support, but keep in mind that it's still a 60Hz panel, so there's no way to play games at 4K/120 FPS, making this display not ideal for the best PS5 games. The Hisense U6K is one of the best budget TVs I've ever tested, especially when you factor in its remarkable $350 price point for a 55-inch screen size. You can't do any better than that.
Number 2 of my list.
TCL Q6 QLED. For a while now, the best TV under $400 was the TCL 5 Series Google TV. However, in 2023, TCL changed its lineup with new Q Series models that replace the older 5 and 6 Series models. The Q6, found here, isn't an exact one-to-one replacement, but it still offers a great combination of smart TV features, solid performance, and excellent value. In our hands-on testing with the Q6, we measured its peak HDR brightness at 498 nits and its SDR brightness at 431 nits. The latter metric is a bit higher than some of its rivals, but the HDR here isn't as bright as you'd find on the Roku Plus. In terms of color saturation and accuracy, the Q6 covers only 97.41% of the Rec. 709 color space. Most TVs cover 99% or more, but had some of the most accurate colors of any TV at this price point with a delta E value of 2.1065. The takeaway? This isn't the brightest TV, nor the most colorful, but when it comes to color accuracy and SDR brightness, it's a top contender. For under $400, and compared to models from Insignia and Toshiba, the TCL Q6 is the better option and the one we'd recommend to friends and family.
And number 1.
Roku Plus Series. The Roku Plus sports a surprising value as a QLED TV from the makers of one of the best streaming devices. It supports all the latest HDR standards including HDR10, HDR10+, Dolby Vision and HLG, plus it comes with 4 HDMI 2.0 ports. It looks great for just $499 for the 55-inch model, which usually drops down to $450 on sale. The Roku Plus series has a limited bezel around the exterior of the screen and uses one of the most beloved smart platforms. It is, however, limited to a 60Hz native refresh rate, which makes it less than ideal for watching sports, and it probably won't find itself among the best gaming TVs, and its brightness is lower than other QLED TVs from Samsung. These aren't deal breakers by any means. This is still as good of a display as you can get for around $500. It is, after all, one of the best Roku TVs. It's just important for you to know why it's priced so low. If this is how far your budget stretches, then you won't be disappointed with Roku's first ever 4K HDR TV, and it could find a new victor in the Roku Pro series, which launched recently.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.